What's up, everyone? Adrian Morrison here, and I'm going to welcome you to the Profit Power Hour. I'm excited to have you here tonight. We have some really cool stuff that we are set to go over. I think it's going to be fun. You're going to learn a lot, and you're going to walk away with some valuable information. So right now, everybody's piling in the room. Let me go ahead and get my camera on. Then we'll do like the whole intro thing. All right, what's up, everyone? Okay, it looks like camera is good. Everybody can see me. Everybody can hear me. So let's just do the intro stuff because we got a lot of new people here. So first off, what you're seeing on the screen is the welcome screen. And if you do not yet have a Shopify store, then you can go to profitph.com/free store and you can build a free store using our AI store builder. It is free. Now, you do have to take care of your own Shopify account. They have a trial in place, which is really cool. It's really cheap. If you're here, you probably already have it. And I think that, for a beginner that's starting out, bypassing the build your store when you don't even know what kind of store you should have is key in accelerating to the next level. This will build the store for you, and of course, it will go in and it will add products and all the good stuff. Now, there is one upgrade that is available. It is a custom theme or a premium theme, if you will. You can, choose to get that, or you can, pass it and it'll just build it for free. Below are some of our recommended vendors. I think that, I've been showing these same vendors forever, and it's because they're great vendors. Zendrop is phenomenal. I'm a partner in Zendrop. Shine On is phenomenal. I was there when they launched, and I know their founder. CJ Dropshipping is a great alternative to AliExpress. And Pillow Profits, they've had a rocky last year in regards to doing a bunch of updates that Shopify wanted them to do. But a phenomenal supplier that I trust, and I've sold an immense amount of products from, so I'm going to recommend them. That is our welcome screen. Let's talk a little bit about what we are going to discuss tonight. But first, for all of those in here that are brand new, we have a portal here. It's called Access Adrian. You have a free account to access Adrian, and all you have to do is log in, go to My Courses and Software, and you can click on Profit Power Hour. That's going to open up a members area for you that's completely free, where you can see our trainings from 2016 all the way to 2024. And we do one every week. And so you can see our training from last week and the week before, and so on and so forth. So there's lots of content in here. This is legitimately like more training than you would get in courses that cost thousands of dollars, which is, my goal in this webinar series is to teach you something new every week, show you something new every week, and steer you more toward taking your money and using it for advertising than buying, another bright new shiny course. Now, courses are great. Courses are phenomenal. Courses have helped people all over the world. However, if I can give you majority of that content for free on these weekly webinars, and you could take thousands of dollars that you would have spent on courses and invest it in something else or put it into your ads, I think that you're probably going to get more bang for your buck, right? Additionally, we have all of these trainings that are in an edited form on my YouTube channel. So you can go check out my YouTube channel and subscribe, and you can watch them there as well. All right, so that's all that. Now, what are we going to talk about tonight? Tonight, I'm going to be showing you some viral holiday gift ideas. And one important thing to note about the holidays is essentially stuff that was working last year and the year before, and even the year before that, that had stopped working, like, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, they oftentimes see a sudden rise in sales again. And it's because the mentality of a holiday shopper is, okay, I have this list. I've got, Anna, Johnny, Catherine, Uncle Mike. I got Auntie whatever, Grandma this, cousin that. I got all these friends. Dang, I got to buy a lot of gifts. I got holiday parties I got to go to, Christmas gift and holiday gift exchanges. I have to buy a lot of gifts. Let me check this list off. What can I buy to satisfy this line? Boom. Uncle Mike, done. Boom. So and so, done. Boom. And so they just start checking off the list. They're buying things just to buy things that they think someone might like. Oftentimes, Christmas gifts from friends and family members are things that we kind of could have done without, I mean, could probably do without an extra pair of socks, right? You probably do without the extra organizer bag because you already have an organizer bag. And that's not discounting the spirit of gift giving by any means. You should always be appreciative that you're in a position to be surrounded by people to give and also to receive. But the point that I'm making is that people are just impulsively purchasing to have a gift, right? And so older products revive, and then new products pop up out of nowhere and excel. Let me take a sip of my Red Bull, even though it's super late. I should not be doing this, but I don't care. Okay, so that being said, last week we did research, and we looked at different products that you could potentially sell for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas holidays, whatever you want to call it. We also talked about the power of scaling, finding a viral style product and then ascending your customers to spending more money on more expensive products. That's the last two trainings that we've done. You can go back and you can watch last week and the week before to get that information. And generally speaking, I like to use apps and softwares to spy on stuff. But when it comes to ad spy tools, even my own, when I'm trying to spy on what older products and new products are being revived and working and starting to scale up, a lot of the spy tools don't find those because they were older. They may not be active at this moment in time, but we don't know what's going to pop off during the holidays, right? That's still to be determined. There are things that are working right now, I'm sure, but like the big winners, the big viral, what do we got to have? That's still currently, in my eyes, to be determined. So we're trying to go back and find winners from last year, maybe the year before, and hope that we can catch some sizzle on those again this year, okay? And the good news is you don't need a fancy software to do what I'm about to show you. All you need is a free TikTok account. That's right. You just need a free TikTok account. And I'm going to show you what you should be doing before you go to sleep or in your free time to hopefully find some really big winners that might potentially pop off again this holiday season. So remember, you're not always looking for the next big thing that doesn't currently exist. That's exhausting. You can always go back in the archives. You can always go back in the vault and find other products that were crushing it that you can count on probably doing well again each holiday season, year after year. So what do we do? Well, to start, we jump over to TikTok. And once we're over at TikTok, up at the tip top of TikTok in the search bar, you want to type in TikTok made me buy it. TikTok made me buy it. And there are other phrases like TikTok viral products 2024. There's how to, well, where was the other one I saw? It's not in this list, but winning products 2024 might be one. But once we get here, we're going to be presented with an immense amount of viral videos. Now, some of these videos are going to be from a couple of months ago. Some of them could be from last year, like this right here that says, what does this video say? Oh, my camera view. I can see my camera is blocking it. 2.6 million views. Went live on 12/20/2023. So, you know, it's roughly a year old. But this is one of those products that might pop off. It is a grip trainer for grip strength. Replaces the OG ones that was the wire, and it measures how strong your grip is when you're like, it's kind of like a test. You can grip it, tells you how strong your grip is, and it's looking at all those old products. Boom, get this bad boy. So this is something that someone who's into fitness or who is with someone who's into fitness or knows someone who's into fitness might buy. And 2.6 million views. I mean, that's not to be ignored. And you can also look at the comments. Be careful with the comments on TikTok because, you know, they get a little wild sometimes. But, you know, there's lots of comments here. There's 400 comments. You can also see, oh, no, I'm sorry. There's 9,200 comments, 35,000 saves. This is a key metric on TikTok that you want to pay attention to. And I know I'm bad at math. Last week was, if there was ever an example, last week live on the webinar when I tried to do math, and a number that was supposed to be like 20,000 ended up being 20 million. It was embarrassing if I got embarrassed, but y'all already know that I don't do good math. I'm not a numbers guy. I know the language of a lot of people say you have to understand math to understand the language of money. But yeah, I'm just better at, I guess, making it than I am at calculating it. Probably make more money if I was better at math, though, for sure. Anyways, the 35,000 saves. If you look at 2.6 million views, do the math by 35,000 saves, it kind of gives you a save percentage. And that is more important than the 9,000 comments and the 100,000 likes, because people that saved this are more likely, and this is that little ribbon right here, okay, that I'm trying to circle. People that saved this are more likely interested in purchasing it, because why would you save this? Come back and watch the video of the person using it over and over? There's nothing cool about that. So that's 35,000 potential prospects out of 2.6 million. So what percent is that? And then you start looking and you start to kind of find a baseline, and you'll see some are super low, some are super high. This one was launched on the the 7th month of this year. And this appears to be a, well, I don't know what, it's the fan. We talked about this during the summer. Common sense tells us that this is not necessarily going to be a big winner right now, because we're going into winter, right? We're going to fall and winter. Now, using it as a way to help people you sleep, because people do sweat while they sleep, is a good marketing angle for fall and winter because people's bedrooms still get hot. But out of 29 million views, they had 157,000 saves. That is a whole lot of saves. Wow, a lot of saves. But this is a product that, sure, have it on your store, no big deal. It was crushing it, but you could see it was crushing it on the 7th month of this year, right? more in summer, right? Whereas this one started crushing it during, right after the holiday season last year. Of course, it's a workout device. January, people start working out more. Then you got this one. I don't know what the heck this is. Oh, I think we looked at this last week, actually. I think that will display an image. Yep. So when you turn the lights off, the little thing will create a hologram. We looked at this last week, if I recall. Um, 43,000 saves. Now, the save rate on this is much higher than the other two, I believe. Out of 4 million views, this has 43,000 saves. Out of 2.6 million, oh no, this one's still up there, 35,000 saves. And this one 135. The amount of impressions, amount of views is so much higher. And by the way, I haven't reviewed any of these. I'm just right now live going through these on my own. I rather you see how I do it, how I look at it, what pops in my head. 3.8 million impressions. This was posted on the 5th month of the year. 42,000 saves out of 3.8 million impressions. So that's still up there on par with the others. This looks like it could be a phenomenal gift for the holiday season. It is a, holographic LED vintage vinyl. So there's definitely a market for that. And look at the comments. That's sick. Love it. Imagine this while showering. Okay. I need one. Can you play Baby Shark? Because it plays music. Yeah, how do I buy this? I actually really need this. These are comments telling us that this is a good product. These are comments, these are buyer comments, right? Not everybody's a buyer, but they're saying I want, I need, how do I get? This is epic. And then you got 42,000 saves, 183,000 likes. I mean, this product is definitely something I would have on my store if I was you. Let's look at this one. 6.5 million views. What do we have here? It's like a camera. Oh, this will be probably work great to the photography community. So this is a keychain camera. It's a mini retro camera. And again, a lot of the stuff you can go straight to ZenDrop, find it. Look, that is a legitimate miniature digital camera. Tell me that a photographer or a probably even though 14-year-olds don't have cars, 15-year-olds might have permits in some states. A 15-year-old to 25-year-old would not want this on their keychain. Taking like right now, I'm noticing people are even going back to using the OG like wind them up disposable cameras, and they're going back to using regular digital cameras as well. So it's kind of like a trend right now that I've noticed. And my nanny that nannies our son Drake, she's 22 years old, and I have this kind of unfair advantage, if you will, of asking her questions about like what's trending right now, what are people your age into, and that's where I learned about the digital cameras actually, as she was telling me. Um, so I get to learn a little bit about like what this younger demographic is doing, and if you haven't noticed, they're bringing a lot of old stuff back. Like a lot of stuff from the 90s and early 2000s, they're bringing back as vintage, dare I say it, or cool. But yeah, anyways, it's neither here nor there. This is a cool product. This would probably crush it to the photography community and just a younger demo in general that like, wants to capture moments while they're at parties or bonfires or whatever it may be. Very, very cool. And that's had, oh, did we look at the 42,000 saves? That's 42,000 potential buyers that saved that. This is a gem product, so let's look at it. Gem products always crush. 5,000 saves. What is this? Oh, it'll automatically mix your protein. It'll automatically mix your whatever. So this only had 211,000 impressions or views. Don't write that off. Like that's good. That's really good. This could be a sleeper that pops off for the holidays. It hasn't had a boatload of views, but it could pop off. And that's one of the things you're looking for as well. And what's fun is a lot of this is quite like they're months old. Some one of them is a year old, but that's what we're looking for. What are these viral things throughout the year that people saw and did not buy, that now they will justify for the holidays to buy for themselves, or will see it and be like, oh, I want to buy that as a gift for so and so. Here's a mini printer, 1.2 million views, 16,000 saves. What is this? A key? Oh, this one is for years has been popping off. Like this is OG right here. This is a newer version of it, but it's an LED keyboard. So any gamers or techies, people that like gadgets and stuff, this is something that could pop off. 18,000 saves, 1.4 million. So by the way, here's where you see a little bit of contrast that's good to look at. 1.4 million views, 18,000 saves. And if I recall, this one had more, 1.2 million views. No, I'm sorry, 16,000 saves. I thought this one had 30. So they're in line with one another. Boo, I thought it was going to show us a significant contrast. My brain, I've looked at so many products already, thought it was 30,000, which I would have pointed out. This is how you can tell one is definitely hotter than the other by the saves. They have the same amount of views, and one has significantly more or significantly less saves. Now, this one was 3 days ago, so this, you know, like I wouldn't ignore it. Oh, did we look at these last week? I think we did. Yep, we did. That's funny. That is so funny. Last week we were spying on products and we found this one. These are little universe lamps. Very cool. And this was just posted 3 days ago, and it already has 112,000 views, 140 saves. So it's getting on up there. But anyways, what we want to do here is just scroll. Just literally scroll and look for ones that have crazy views and crazy saves. So this Halloween thing, obviously, you know, this is a product that could be used outside of Halloween. It's just a flame diffuser. Very cool. These popped off really, really well earlier this year. 1.4 million views, 10,000 saves. So, you know, that's actually almost 50% lower than those other two that were in the same range, which signals to me, hey, look, this particular one may not be as hot. However, this was advertised as a Halloween product. If you change the angle on this from Halloween to, you know, something that has to do with winter, then you might get different results. Now, this product here, 22 million views. That's intriguing to me. What is this? I gotta watch and see. I don't know what the hell this is. What is that? What are we do? What are we doing here? Ah, okay. All right. Looks like it opens your door for you by pressing a button. It's Steve says it's the worst way to advertise it. They got 29 million views, my boy. Like, I don't know if this is a bad way to advertise it. Looks like it opens and shuts your door, or it closes it for you. I don't know. It really is hard to tell exactly what it does, but we could look at a little bit more information on this and figure it out. We could click and go to the website, these advertising, and we could, it's 134,000 saves. It's getting a little bit of hate. People saying, just use your hand. Bro, it's almost like you couldn't close it behind you. There's people saying that they will buy it, but this one is getting a little bit of hate. What I'll say about that is don't let the negative comments in TikTok or Instagram deter you. Look at the data. 29 million views, if I recall, is what this one had. 22 million. 130,000 saves. So yeah, there's going to be, you know, the trolls like this person here is clearly not a real person that says just use your hand. And yeah, you could use your hand to shut your own door. but this is way cooler, I guess. I don't know. 134,000 saves tells me that this was interesting to some people. So it's good to see buying comments, and it's bad to see a lot of negative comments. But negative comments would be like, I bought this and it sucked. I bought this and it was low quality. Product didn't come in as described, so on and so forth. Because if you're getting it from a vendor in China, and that's where you would be getting it from, that's guaranteed where they're getting it from most likely, and those vendors are shipping out products that are not as described, then you don't want to risk it with those types of products. So that's giving you good information on what products to maybe avoid. In this case, it's really just people trolling them for being lazy and not opening and shutting his or her own door, is what it looks like. So then a lot of positives. That's pretty crazy. Like, just like takes me a second to digest some things like this. Like, I don't understand why this has 22 million views and 130,000 saves if all it does is open and or close your door. It's baffling. Is that not baffling to you? Like, who in here looks at this and says, "Oh, I want to put this on my bedroom door"? I don't. Uh, but the number one rule to marketing is nobody cares what you think. Nobody cares what you would do. Nobody cares what you like. You are a singular person. What matters is that 134,000 people thought this was cool enough to at least save it. And 1.5 million people thought it was cool enough to like it. And it got 20 million plus views. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that's what sometimes you have to step aside from what you think if something's dumb or it's got some negative comments and just look at the data. I was hoping to find some even older ones from last year. Some will pop up, but this has 30 million views. Let's peep this out. What is this? I'm not going to recommend this, even though it's awesome. That has 30 million views. It's a fake lighter, and apparently it's a prank device. Like, you probably ask somebody if they need a light, and then you just squirt them with water instead. That's either going to make them laugh or it's going to get you punched. My concern with this is Facebook's ad platform and the bots that are used to assess your ad for approval may think this is an actual lighter. And if you were to advertise this, even if it's crushing it on Facebook, it could flag your account and get your account banned. You could appeal it and say, hey, this isn't a lighter, it's a water squirting device, and get unbanned, probably fairly easy. But as we roll into the best part of the year for e-commerce, where the sales start booming online, do you really want to risk getting your ad account banned over one product when there's a gazillion epic products you could be advertising? So don't jump the gun too soon. Always remember compliance, right? So we see something cool, we see something crushing, but do we really, if we sit down and we think about it, and part of what I try to teach y'all isn't just, hey, here's a cool product. I try to teach you compliance. I try to teach you how not to screw up, how not to get in trouble with like trademark and copyright stuff, even though I'm not an attorney. It's pretty obvious that if you don't have a license for Disney products, that you don't need to go sell Spider-Man stuff, and Marvel stuff. Yeah, so just think about that, like weapons, things that could be confused as a weapon, even if it's a prank device. This is not the time of the year to roll the dice on stuff like that, in my opinion, right? 7 million views for this cleaning tool. Now, I'll tell you what, kitchen supplies always crushes. I mean, just since I can remember, this type of stuff's crushed. 30,000 saves. And look at all of the potential customers here. Forget the views, look at the saves, 30,000 saves. And look, there's just product after product. Here's another 30 million product. Now they're clearly screwing around right here. Who the hell would do that? What they're saying is, yo, get this instead. It'll keep your drinks cool. It'll keep your coffee hot. I think we looked at something similar to this last week as well. So this is a cool little catchy marketing ploy to get your attention, then market the, the answer, like the solution to that problem. Yeah, so look, I could sit here and go through each and every one of these and give you my thoughts, but ultimately what we're looking for here, y'all, is views and saves. That's what we're looking for, views and saves. This simple little LED light right here, it's green vacuum light. Oh, this is a couple of different products. Okay. So this is a multi-product video showing a lot of products. 52,000 saves out of 2.9 million views. Now, out of 2.9 million views, we've typically been seeing 30,000 saves, all right? So a lot of these ones that have like this one at 2.4 million views, this one's only got 9,000 saves. That's wow, that's lower than most. Where's ones around the 2 million range? 2.6 million, 35,000 saves. And you might say, well, okay, well, that one little grip thing had 35,000 saves and 2 point something million views. Why did this other one have at 2.9 million views? Why does it have almost double the saves? Because it appeals to more people, considering the fact that it's 15 different products in it. This, you're going to find some cool products, but there's 15 of them. Do we really know which one? Wait, is this okay? Yeah. Do we really know which one was the one that popped off? This is great because it gives you 15 product ideas. But which one was the big winner? You can start looking at the comments here and see which ones they're talking about the most, but it's probably a little bit more complicated. You'll need to do some testing. What I like about the singular product videos is that we just know that, this product had 26 million views and it's one single product. Or is it? Okay, it fills the gap between your seat, which does suck when you drop stuff under there. It solves a big problem. It is annoying as hell. Yeah, 8,000 saves out of 2.3 million views. That's lower. That's on the low end. So maybe a lot of people don't care that much about dropping keys and stuff below their seat. So yeah, look, ultimately, what I have fun doing this, so I look at this. It's endless. I could just go on and on and on. I would try to find some of the older ones as you do a little bit of research from last year, specifically stuff that was posted right before the holiday season. And you might even go back. See what happens if I type in 2023. There we go. And start looking for products last holiday season that were posted in 2023 that were doing well. Would be smart, be a smart move. Like this one right here, the charging the future. This little charger right here. Crushed it, 59,000 saves. 8.6 million views. Posted literally right before holiday season. That's probably why it blew up. I'm not saying that you need to find all older products. It's just fun to go back and find stuff that crushed during the holiday season last year, add those to your store and see if they might pop off again. So this week, I guess the lesson is go to TikTok and type in TikTok, maybe buy it. No, you don't have to dance. No, you don't have to play pranks on anyone. You don't have to post anything to TikTok. You just need to have a TikTok account, search TikTok, maybe buy it. And there are other great terms as well that you could use. This is probably like the most key popular one. and find the products with a lot of views and also a lot of saves. That save ratio is really high. You know, you probably got a banger. Next week, we'll come back. We'll do some more product research. And, you know, I'm just going to keep walking y'all through this as we go into Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and the holiday season. You know, you need to be locked in. It's game on. It's 100% time to put your foot on the gas and push it to the floor. This is the time. So go do some research, put some products on your store, and then we'll start talking about traffic. All right. I love you all. I wish you a ton of success. I will see you next week at the same place, same time here on the Profit Power Hour for more cool free training. And no, I'm not going to try to sell you anything. It's just meat and potatoes. All right. I'll see you next week. Good night, y'all.